What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My last video I went over the plans with this RX7. If you didn't watch that, go back and take a look at that. I go over everything that is my direction with this thing, I guess you could say. So the plan is today, or at least throughout the next couple of days, is we gotta get the small block, well, kind of a small block that's mocked up in there. We gotta get that out of there. I decided that we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean up this engine bay. I'm going to respray it. So we got to get everything out of there so that we can start sanding it, fixing anything that needs to be fixed, welded, stuff like that, taking anything that needs out of it. So stuff like that, mocked up small block. Got to take out the brake booster, brake lines, master cylinder, anything that's in the way, the wiring harness, stuff like that. I got to figure out what we got to do. Alright, let me get this popped open for you guys. Let's see here. So if you guys seen the last video, you've seen that they had kind of mocked up this small block in here. It's not really, the best job that I've ever seen. There's a little bit of hackery going on here. As you can see, this engine bay is pretty rough. Paint, chipping, peeling. It looks worse in person. They tried to faceplate this small block in here. So here you can see where they tried to weld some angle iron to the frame rails to mount this faceplate, to mount the block. You can actually see down in here, they do not have actually the stock style motor mounts in there. Unfortunately, they cut the subframe, so I'm gonna have to find another one. But it's not anything that's too irreversible. It's going to be a lot more work than than there was a 13B in there. But that's what you get when you buy the project. All this stuff's got to come out. The brake booster, brake master, any of the wiring that's tucked in here, all that's got to be pulled out. And we can start sanding on this thing and getting it cleaned up. So as far as color, I could go real 2000s and paint this fancy color and do a two-toned, or do the engine bay a different color than the exterior of the car. I'm not gonna do that. I did that on my dub, and I like it. But this, I want it to be pretty simple, and I want to be able to, down on the road, if I want to respray this car, I don't know if I ever want to paint the exterior black again, or if I might paint it white. And a black engine bay always looked good. So I'm not sure yet whether I'm gonna go either a satin finish or like a semi-gloss or just a gloss finish. I know I'm just gonna go single stage on this. Even if I do a gloss finish, it's gonna look way better than this ever will. So it'll work good enough for what I'm trying to do. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just gonna start tearing this small block out of here. Tear it out piece by piece. So let's get started. Small block is pulled. It cut off at the end of the clip there. Ran out of storage, but got to pull it out. So we can chuck this to the side, and then we can start tearing everything out of the engine bay. And we'll go from there. Alright, so I got everything pulled out of the engine bay, brake booster, stuff like that, harness. Took a little bit, decided to pull the bumper and everything like that as well, the front cross member, or at least the bumper support. Took out all of the fender liners and stuff like that. We can take a look at this here. It's pretty bad. So the next step in the process is obviously rolling this outside, probably gonna pressure wash it, see if I can get most of the flaking paint off of it with the pressure washer, remove those pedestals that they had that small block mounted to, and just start sanding away. It's gonna take a little bit of effort, especially with this front cross member here. There's a lot of nook and crannies on this thing. It's gonna make it pretty difficult to get in there and hand sand that. So it's just gonna be a lot of time, mainly. And like I had said before too, the cross member, or at least the subframe, was cut, so that will be coming out anyways. I might make a jig for it to roll it on some casters or something like that. I might leave it there for now, but it's got to come out either way. So that's going to be everything that I'm going to be able to do today, and at least for this video. Like I said, next thing is just to start sanding this. And then I think I've made a decision on paint. I think I'm gonna go with a like a semi-gloss black, just like a Sam Hot Rod black or something like that, just to make it a little bit prettier. But for now, that's all I have for today. So I'll see you guys next time.